Hello YouTube, this is Mickey D bringing you the third episode in the Kerbal First Career series. Today we are headed to the moon for a landing and hopefully a successful return. So we will see how this goes. We don't have landing gear unlocked, so this is what we're using. We had RCS thrusters, so thought, hey, might as well throw them on there. Give us a little bit more control, hopefully, during our landing. And here we go. Hopefully we are... let's see what how the planets are lined up right now. There we go. Thank you. And not bad. I think we will go ahead and go for a launch. Now, I've actually tried to get to the moon a couple of times. Every time it was unsuccessful. Well, actually the last time I landed on the moon. But we did not have enough fuel to get back. It was a successful landing. All that went relatively smooth. A few little could have been a little bit smoother, but overall it wasn't bad. We'll go ahead and throttle back our electric engines, or our liquid engines, so we don't get our speed up too high, since we're still down pretty low. And yes, now we start rotating because the airspeed, basically. But we are getting ready to drop our solids, so we will go ahead and drop those and throttle up. And now we have quite a bit more control. And we can try to straighten this out, maybe, hopefully. Come on, come on. We want to actually go the other way. No, stop trying to rotate now. Come on. You know, I don't. We can rotate along that as long as we're going in the right direction. That is fine. Maybe we can steady that out a little bit. And yeah, hopefully this will go decently smooth. We can get up to the moon, get some science, and get some stuff unlocked, and fly some better rockets and do some better stuff. I'm gonna see if we can rotate around now. I think we are gonna be good to do that. Not that we can't fly the way we are, but it's so much easier when you kind of know exactly which key to hit without having to stop and think about it for a second, because you're facing a different way than normal. And we'll go ahead and roll over a little bit more, since we are actually, see, pretty, in a little rough moment there for a while, but we are actually doing pretty good on our orbit. That's definitely going to get us up into space, and there's space right there. We can actually throttle back now. Oh, yep. I did add the mod. I'm forgetting what it's called. I will put it in the description. Basically adds the clouds, adds lights on the night sides. If you zoom in, you can actually see the streets. And we're not over the night, so I guess I could focus on the planet. Well, no, because now I can't zoom in as far. But yeah, it actually kind of makes it look like there's cities and stuff. And if you zoom right in, there's streets, and well, it looks like streets, you know. But yeah, it makes it look a little bit more real. So they're, the Kerbals don't just, you know, have a spaceport and nothing else on the planet. And let's see if maybe we can actually, oh, look at that. We'll bring that, oh, oh. I'm gonna say that is a, that's pretty good. And we can head over that way. Start burning. And we actually have quite a bit of fuel left. No, I must have just flown better this time because... Oh no, I did actually have all this left in there. We can jump that because we did all those at the same time. And burn that. Not as powerful, so it'll take us... But this should actually get us all the way to the lunar orbit. And we should only have to use this to land and come back. So hopefully that should be plenty. Because basically we have that, that tank and that tank. And then we do have our RCSs, so we can use that a bit for, controlling our movement. They're not strong enough. I tried. My hope was that we could just use the RCS to land, but they're not strong enough. We don't have enough of them, and they're not strong enough, and I didn't want to bump up the fuel and the amount of them. So we can't actually use them to completely to land, but we can use the engines to brake, and we can use the the RCS to control our movement somewhat, so we don't have to do everything with the main thrusters. If we can come in good enough. Once we bleed off enough speed, then we can get rid of we can control the rest of it with the RCS. And so we'll get out into deep space, do a couple of experiments, try to hit, high Kerbin orbit, high Mun orbit, low Mun orbit, and then we might be able to get some as we oh, no, don't go. Oh, stop. Okay, we overshot a little bit, since this thing's wanting it doesn't exactly control all that easy. It's not really the orbit I wanted because the other one matched closer. I don't want to really go shooting off if we don't stay, but we'll turn off our SAS so we don't use any power, and we can time warp. So yeah, I've tried to get to the moon a couple of times, or I guess I should say I tried to get to Mun a couple of times already, and the first time we actually got into orbit, and we ran out of oxygen, so we kind of we were actually on our way back and we ran out of oxygen, since the Ion Cross crew support mod. So if you notice, well, you probably actually were in the dark so you can't see it. One of these is actually slightly different tint to it. It's a bluish. That's actually oxygen. Let's see, monopropellant, life support. So see, we got life support, 150 oxygen. Yeah, those hold 150 oxygen. The crew, the command module, at least the Mark 1, only holds about like 20. So I thought the module was enough oxygen, but to get to Mun and back, but I was wrong. So yeah, poor Jebediah kind of suffocated, you know, like halfway back from Mun. So yeah, that didn't and we're gonna there it is, set as target, and we'll do a little bit more warp in here. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I'm gonna come right up. Oh, 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 brake. Okay, good. And we're gonna wanna do our retro, which is try to yeah, I'm so looking for the better technology, because it's not a lot of fun to control this thing right now. Once we can actually drop this, it becomes quite a bit easier. But we actually use that, and we have no power generation, so we're using, you know, quite a bit electricity. Oh yeah, that kind of doesn't work. Well, I guess maneuver node. No, we don't want to speed up. I guess we could try to land like that, but it probably wouldn't work very well. I don't really want to have a high... No, we should be able to slow down. Okay. And hopefully... Nope, other way. Okay, 9,000. I want to bring it up a little bit more. And since we're going to go ahead and do a whole bunch of burns and stuff, we can... we're not really going to be able to get it completely flattened out, but at least we're not going to crash into it now. Though we could just try to brake and land. I mean, that's the side we do want to land on. You know what we're gonna do? We might try it. Why not, right? We'll do a quick save just in case. And of course, right now, my dog decides that at 3 o'clock in the morning she needs to go outside. So I will pause this and be right back. Okay, I am back, and we're gonna resume our flight. And we are actually just going to head straight to the moon and deorbit, so we can get rid of that. And if it doesn't work, then I will just cut that out. And you know, we're lined up directly on the sun side, so why not? We have extra fuel. And And actually, you know what? Real quick. Spacecraft. Crew report. This one's probably worth more. Keep. Where are you? There you are. There we go. EVA report 24. High over Mun. Board. And we want to try to get nothing like flying directly towards a planet, right? Okay. Oh, warp down. A nice planet headed right smack towards us. What could go wrong? What could happen? Okay. And here we go. Getting closer and closer, and it's kind of freaky when you see like this giant ball because you think you're gonna run into it. Well, I guess technically we are gonna run into it, but okay. We're at 762. We are gonna drop down quite a bit. And then we are basically going to burn this engine. 38,000. Okay. I want to give us some leeway. Because we do need to drop, and this isn't the most powerful engine. Okay, yeah, we're going to really... we need to turn our SAS on. How about our... $15,000. Yeah, this might not work out too well because we coming in a little fast, kind of. Unless it's relatively flat. And of course, then we have craters. We need to eject those and burn, 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 burn. We're gonna try this again. Oh, actually, we might be all right. Oh, talk about okay, cut our speed. RCS thrusters definitely help on this. Cut our speed a little bit more. Cut our speed a little bit more. Oh, I hate when I do that. That sucks. Okay. Okay, not the most graceful of landings. So let's try this. Oh, come on. We're down. We're down. We're down. Stay down. Okay. And we can turn our RCS off. And we are on the moon. Look at that. Yeah, it didn't help that it... yeah, not bad. Okay, it could have been a little bit better. And we could have kind of landed in a little bit flatter spot. That probably would have helped, because we did, the first time we hit, we kind of bounced in, yeah, but all right. So first of all, we shall do let's turn off our SAS. Yes, so we should be fine. We have plenty of fuel, hopefully, to get back. And we will do crew report. No. EVA. Okay. So first of all, he can do an EVA report up here. So keep above the Midlands, and then you can store that. Oh, yes, and of course I didn't hit it fast enough. Okay, so EVA report, another 32 science. You start to say something dramatic and pignomic about the plight of Kerbal kind in this grand universe, only to be cut off by random radio chatter that the situation is nominal. That is funny. That is the first time I've ever seen that, but I usually end up in the highlands. So 32 science, because I have made it here, I just haven't made it back, or I crashed back into the planet because I didn't have enough fuel to get back. So plant a flag. Oh, and yes, we do have oxygen limits on our EVA because of the ion cross mod there. So first landing. Oh, how about first successful landing? We finally made it here. Now can we make it back? Okay, so we are gonna do a save first of all. We will take a surface sample. Thank you. So what we're gonna try to do is use our orbit to aerobrake. Kind of skim across the surface, bleed a whole bunch of speed off, and see how this works. Okay, so I think we're all set. We're gonna go ahead and launch. We don't need much thrust because we are no, stop it. On Mun. So far, so good. Uh, 4,000. And I'm going to just keep turning this, so. $6,000. Let's see what our apogee's at. 14,000. Okay, shut that off. And basically all we're gonna do is just shoot towards the planet, just like that. 500. Okay, so 18-second burn. Basically least amount of fuel that we can use to get into Kerbin orbit. Okay, so now here we go, and we are going to go ahead and drop those because we don't need them. That was our landing gear. And if I haven't mentioned it, I've cut and paused and resumed on this quite a bit. So there is a bug in the ion cross cruise support mod, which from now on I'm just going to call the life support mod. If you save the game and resume, it deactivates the carbon dioxide scrubbers, so your carbon dioxide will slowly creep until, if you don't turn them back on, and then he'll die. So yeah, which is good because every now and then I pause and resume, or not pause but load up a save, and yeah, then I'll be going to time warp or something, and if I don't have this open, my carbon dioxide might be like all the way up here and he's close to dying. So yeah, sometimes it's not. Okay, we're gonna throttle up. Okay, don't be a pain. Let me turn the RCS back on for a second. And looks like we almost, and we got it. Okay. We overburned a little bit, but that's not bad. And we've got a little bit of fuel left. Not a lot, but it's some, so that's good. And we're just gonna go until we get into and we'll get into orbit and just rotate around almost, and there we go.